Hi.
Hi.
Hi, and okay, thanks for everyone who's hopping on with us today. It's a nice morning here in Utah. We got Desi is joining us from New Jersey, and then Kylie and Stacy are in Utah as well, but different. We're all spread out throughout northern Utah. But my name is Ashley, and I'm from Create Room. As I just mentioned, Desi, Stacy, Kylie are here joining me today, and they are our lovely creator consultant team. I'm so excited because I asked them all to join me for a little chat because these are the most lovely ladies that you guys could ever meet. And they happen to be the ones who get to help so many of our customers with their questions and their orders. So I wanted to just take some time to let you guys get to know them through a little conversation, and I'm going to ask them some questions, and hopefully you guys can get to know them. Our creator consultants, what they essentially do, like I kind of just explained, is they are real DreamBox owners. They are real crafters, and they are now the ladies that are on the other side of the screen helping you guys. So if you're chatting on our website, if you're booking a consultation is what we call it, these are the ladies that you will talk to. They walk you through the process step by step. They answer all of your questions that you may have in the ordering process or about the DreamBox, even how to get organized. They are the experts. They've all had the DreamBox for several years, and they are, like I said, real crafters, real DreamBox owners and customers. And they have our accessories. They know the ins and outs of everything DreamBox related. So I'm going to have them. So today what we're going to do is I'm going to help you guys get to know them a little bit, ask them some questions, let you guys chat with them. Feel free to add comments. If we don't get to all your guys' questions today, these ladies are always active on our social platforms. And so I'm sure they'll be able to come in and answer any questions you have that we don't answer today. But so we're going to be talking to them. And then we also have some fun details. This is kind of a sneak peek. We've only been sharing this in a couple of places, but we do have a really exciting back to school sale starting on Friday. So we'll talk about that at the end. And we'll also tell you guys how you can connect with these ladies and look at their beautiful dream boxes. It's so fun to see all these boxes on live. They all look so different and unique. And it's fun because they each do different types of crafting, and they all have their own style. And it's fun because you can kind of talk with each of them depending on, what your craft type is like, or maybe what stage of life you're in, or what kind of furniture you're looking for. They all have different setups, and it's really fun. So I'm going to let you guys just introduce yourselves a little bit. We'll just start with Desi and then Stacy and Kylie.
Okay, I'm Desi. I'm the lead creator consultant over here. I live in New Jersey. I'm a super passionate creator. I do all different types of creating, from jewelry to painting to Cricut, kids crafts, and I just absolutely love what I do. I'm a mommy to my 3-year-old son, and we're actually prepping right now for his first year of school. So super, super exciting. But yeah, I love meeting with you guys, and I absolutely love what I do here at Create Room.
Thanks, Des.
I'm Stacy, and I live here in Utah. And I am a mother of 5, but I'm an empty nester now. So I have 5 sons that are off other places, and have 5 grandkids. And they all went back to school already, which they like and don't like. But I love to quilt. I love to do machine embroidery. I love to watercolor. I like anything Cricut, all the different Cricut projects. And that's the main things that I like to do.
Awesome. Thanks, Stacy. And Kylie.
Hi, everybody. I'm Kylie. I was very much like most of you, where, I had wanted the DreamBox for so long, and then I finally got it, and I absolutely love it. I love helping you guys realize your dreams. Super important, super fun. I don't have any kids at home really right now. I have one, but she's 20 and she's only here part-time.
I love it.
But I have my 4 grandkids. 2 of them have already started school. One's not in school, and one is getting ready to go pre-K. So it is it's an
Exciting.
exciting time. Yeah.
I love it. Thank you guys. And thanks for being here again. I love chatting with each of you. Kylie, what you were saying, all of you guys kind of mentioned, it's back to school time and you're all kind of in different stages. I wanted to hear I know Desi, you've been doing some different things at your DreamBox. Tell us what you've been doing to kind of switch out of summer into back to school, back to schedules and organization. How has your DreamBox kind of helped you?
Yeah, so the DreamBox is always my safe haven to craft and create with my son. And right now, this is like a new season of life for us because my son is starting school for the first time, which is a huge step. And I've been preparing in so many different ways. Actually just made him a sign that says first day of pre-K that he can hold. I can take pictures of. And but yeah, we've been doing Cricut crafts and he's been doing tons of learning activities, learning to cut with scissors so he can be prepared for pre-K, and getting his backpack ready. I have to put his name on his backpack tonight, actually. So he's going to help me with that. But yeah, the DreamBox has been essential to kind of keeping me organized and on target for all the things I need to do before he starts school next week, which I can't even believe that day is here, but here we are.
Crazy. That's awesome. And I love how Desi's always good about decorating her DreamBox for every season. And I love that you have your pencil garland up there. So cute. I love it. And Kylie or Stacy, either one of you, how has the transition? I mean, summer always feels like it's, you're all over the place. And I don't know, for me, fall is like a nice reset. Even this back to school time, even though I don't have any kids going back to school, I'm feeling it. Like I need to get my life back in order. You
right.
guys, yeah.
How do you prepare for the fall, right? And we're going to be definitely in Utah. We're inside in the winter.
That's true.
I am. And so, you kind of prepare for what crafts you want to do during the winter, and
yeah,
good time of year for sure.
Cool. Stacy, is there anything new that you're excited about this fall, crafting wise?
Yeah, so we've been busy with all the different summer things. So, do a lot of canning from our garden or our trees. So it's nice to come in here and just work on a project like this kind of a thing here that can be more a fall for a table runner. So I like coming in here and feeling like I'm doing something besides canning. And of course, in the summer we had fun playing with grandkids or playing and going places. So now I feel like I'm gonna have more time to sit and actually finish some projects. So
yeah, no, I love that. It's exciting. I do like the reset of this time of year. Okay, so my other question, I'll start with Kylie this time, and maybe we can go Kylie, Stacy, and then around to Des. What was your creative space like before the DreamBox?
Honestly, I started crafting as I got a little older. So I started with, honestly, it was a Cricut Explore Air, I think. And then my space just kind of built from there. But I also knew at that point in time that the DreamBox existed because we had a warehouse in American Fork in Utah then. So I had seen it, but I'm like, I can't justify that. Okay. It was really dumb to wait. But it just transforms everything. It transforms your ability to craft. You're not looking for things, you know where they are.
Yeah.
It's just an amazing piece. It's a great investment, but it is an investment.
Yeah. So for you, it really changed. So when you started getting into crafting, you knew you needed some type of setup to make it possible, right?
Right.
I don't know. I feel like the thing I hear the most often from our community is like, I've been working out on the kitchen table. I'm like, my stuff's all over the house. Like it's just, and even if you want to be creative, it's just so difficult to do it without like a dedicated space.
And one of the best things I think now with the DreamBox 2 is that table. You can pretty much reach anything, anytime, and it's super easy. I love, love, love the table.
I love that. We'll have to maybe show everyone at the end. Okay, Stacy, so how was your space before the DreamBox? Maybe how has it transitioned?
Yeah.
Box?
Yeah, it's transitioned a lot. We moved around for 20 years in the military and we kept having to change it. So I'm like, all right, I'm in a house that we're supposed to live in. And it was downstairs in the basement, dark, and everybody would put anything that doesn't belong somewhere else in there. And I was like, this isn't the room for that. So I put it in. So I looked at the DreamBox for years, and then I finally decided that it was worth it. And man, I wish I had done it much earlier, because I can find all my things now. Before, I had to take the Cricut out of the case, or I had to take my sewing machine out of the case, and then use the kitchen table or a table in the living room. I sewed some quilts in the living room that I'm sure my husband was very tired of me being in the living room space.
The space. I love that. So that was, yeah. What was the biggest thing that you noticed, Stacy? Was it like more productivity or more creativity overall? What was like your biggest takeaway?
It's both, but the productivity is one of the biggest ones, because I can just sit and work. One of the things I do is I have project totes, so I can just pull out the tote I'm working on, work on it, and then just put it back in. And then I actually keep it clean, because I'm not naturally a tidy person. But if I can do something in 2 or 3 steps, I can keep it tidy. Yes. And so for me, the productivity is really good, because I can just pull it out, work on it, and push it back, no matter what thing I'm working on. So.
Oh, I love that. Okay, Des.
Yeah, so my space before the DreamBox, I was running my jewelry business. My containers of beads were stacked everywhere. I would work on the kitchen table. I had no order and no organization. I would overbuy supplies all the time for my business. It was probably the one thing I realized the most when I got my DreamBox was, wow, I have been so wasteful, because I have all of the same products. I literally thought that I didn't have certain types of wire or beads, pliers, so many different supplies. And then I got my DreamBox and I realized how organized I could be. And there was no more wasting money or overbuying supplies. So that for me was like the biggest thing. It really helped me to learn how to organize. I was not organized before the DreamBox, and it has changed that for me.
Did anyone else go, I know I have this, but I can't find it, so I'm just half.
Yes, we did that. And for me, one of the best things is they're not really deep. Yeah. And so things don't get lost in the back like they used to. And they don't have lids unless you want them to have lids. And so then it's easy to get in and out. And I love having the clear bins and being able to put them anywhere I want. There's only a couple places you can't move a shelf. Everything else you can move and put a bin anywhere you want. And so if I change my craft or need something bigger, I make the space a little bit bigger, and then I can do it. So
I love that. No, it's so fun to hear your guys' stories, and it was fun I feel like I've heard all of your stories separately, but it's funny how so many of the transformation stories, they sound like they're all different, but they sound so similar. And we hear it from the customers all the time. You guys probably are, you're talking to people right now who are getting ready to make that jump, make that next step. It's so fun. I'm sure there's a lot of people watching that are like hearing you guys and just like, yes, that's exactly me. That's me right now. Okay, so I kind of want to ask you guys each now, what is your favorite aspect of the DreamBox? We've talked about kind of how it transformed your craft space. Let's start with Stacy this time, and then we'll go Desi, Kylie.
Well, there's kind of 2 favorite. One I just mentioned is being able to customize everything. That is one of my very, very favorite things, is being able to put something where I want it or change it when I need to change it without it being a whole lot of, difficulty doing that. And the other that's been my favorite for years is the light, and having light right where I need it on the table. Even when light's streaming in like this in my house, that I have that good light. But now when there's this double light, I actually get more light, and it goes on my sew station when I pull it up next to it. And I can actually see more than just the table. And that I really love when it starts getting dark.
Okay, so Stacy gave us 2. She might have stolen one of your guys's. So the customizability and then the light, the double light. That's awesome. Okay, Desi, let's do you next.
So for me, if I'm being completely honest, because I'm so busy with just being a busy working mom, I love the fact that I could just hide the mess. I could go ahead and if I'm not done with a project, I could just throw it in a tote, close up my DreamBox, and my house looks clean and tidy. Um, I think that's my favorite part. It keeps me sane. It keeps me like I can just go into my craft room and I feel really at peace. And I think that's the biggest thing, especially like when you're being creative. If you walk into a messy space, you do not want to create. And if you walk into a space where you feel safe and calm, you're going to want to create all day long. So for me, it's just about keeping everything tidy and hidden away. That's my favorite aspect by far. But as far as features go, I love the table. That's my favorite part.
Love it. And like you said, Des, I think it's interesting that, being able to close it away is such a big deal to you. And I know because yours is in your front room.
Yeah.
And I mean, that's one thing that I love about the DreamBox is it can go in so many different spaces throughout your house. And I love that you're able to kind of, put it away. I love seeing pictures of your front room when it's closed too, because you wouldn't know this is your creative space and your family's kind of like living space as well. So fun. Okay, awesome. Kylie, what's yours?
I think for me, it's the organization because I'm a little bit of a freak where it comes to that. But I think when you walk into whatever room it's in, it doesn't really matter. There's just like a calm that comes.
Yeah.
It's not like you're going, okay, I need to go find this. I need to go find this. I need to go find this. It's calming. You know where it is. And I'm very short. So I appreciate that the table is now wider, but it's shorter and I can reach everything now. And that's probably my favorite thing. It makes crafting easy.
So everything in reach. I love that. Organized and everything in reach from your chair while you're crafting. And the organization part. That's what I love too, is I love just seeing looking at your guys' boxes. You can already tell you guys have each customized it to your craft type, to your like what you need close to you. It's all your own style. It's so fun to see. And it's so fun to see if anyone's watching here and you guys want to see more dream boxes, make sure if you're not already in the Create Room Family Facebook group, you go join because it's just so fun to see. You can just click on the pictures spot and just scroll through so many, and everyone's boxes are.
I just saw Lisa's comment where she says, "I know where my scissors are now."
Yes.
My husband knows where the scissors are now.
Oh, that's not necessarily a good thing.
I love that. But then like the double buying thing, like we talked about, I think it changes because I think some people look at the DreamBox and they're like, oh man, that's so much. There's just, I don't know if I could ever fill it up. But then when you actually move in, you start to realize, oh, I actually had way more than I needed. And this is just helping me kind of, to me, it feels like, you're just cutting down in a way because rather than, growing too much, you're like taking inventory of everything and organizing and where everything is. And so, I mean, that's been my experience.
Some of us as paper crafters, we hoard a little paper.
Yeah.
And so I think it was good for me too. When I got the DreamBox, I actually went through my paper and I had some ugly paper and I'm like, I'm never going to use that.
So in a way for you guys, was it like, I don't know, was it like therapeutic to go through all of your supplies? And everyone loves their supplies. And so it's like, but it's so sad when they're tucked away and like you have pretty papers that you want to get access to, but you just can't.
Carol, you need to do a virtual consultation with one of us. We're happy to help you find your scissors.
Yes.
I love it. Okay. Well, I have a couple more questions and then we'll wrap up here. So I wanted to ask each of you since we have people here watching that may want to get some help with their space, they may have questions about the DreamBox and they want to talk to a real person like you guys. So as a reminder, these ladies are available to help you. You can I think they can book a video call with you, or you can chat with them or text or even call, right? So lots of options for everybody. So I'm going to put up a new question here. Let's see.
And we love you guys because we've been where you are. We want to help and make sure you get, not that you don't overbuy, but you get what you need and you want.
Yeah. And I love that, because one of the things that I love about, how you guys are helping our customers is exactly what you just said, like not buying what you don't need, because there's so many options, but helping them kind of narrow into what will help them the most. So my question is, what is your favorite part of creator consultations? And let's start with Kylie, then Stacy, then Des.
I think it's when they come in and they're not really sure that they want to make this investment, and you see that like click on for them.
Yeah.
And they're like, oh, this is going to make me be able to do what I want to do. And there's something to be said for the mental health that goes along with crafting and being able to do those things. But it's when they realize, yeah, I can do this. It's going to be a little bit of a sacrifice maybe, but I can do it. And it's going to improve my life.
Awesome. Thanks, Kylie. Okay, Stacy.
My favorite is just meeting people.
Yeah.
And being able to share things with them. There's so many of them I wish that lived next door to me after I meet them. But we can craft together, because there's people that are very similar that do a lot of the same things. There's one man that I talked to, he loves to quilt and do all the machine embroidery, and he had like half of a DreamBox that somebody had given him, and then he wanted to get another half, but he wanted to get a whole one, because he's like, I love these bins and I love this. But it was really fun when there's somebody that that you really relate to, and it makes it really nice to just, I love it when I can see them, especially if you have a video call. But it's good just to talk on a phone. We can always book a time that I can call you, or any of these two can call you. So
that's awesome. I love that. And just to key off of what you just said, when you're going to book a consultation, I think we ask them their craft type, and so then you can get directed to one of you that has a similar crafting style and crafting type, right? So if you're a quilter, you might get lined up with Stacy because that's something that she loves. And if you're a jewelry crafter or something like that, like Desi has a lot of different crafting skills, and Kylie is a paper crafter and all kinds of things. So hopefully you'll be able to chat with somebody who really understands you. And like Stacy said, I'm sure it's so fun when you can connect with somebody, across the country or whoever that shares interest. And then you can stay friends with us.
Oh, sorry.
Oh, go ahead.
And I live fairly close to each other. And I was chatting with her last week, and she was telling me that she's getting this new machine. And I'm like, and she said the name of it. And I'm like, okay, but what is that? I don't quilt. I'm not talented like that, everybody. I'm just not. And she's explaining it to me, and I'm like, can I come over and see? She's like, yeah. And then I told my husband, he's like, no, you are not starting another.
Don't go look.
From Stacy.
Well, that's also fun, because with the creator, we have monthly creator club events, and where we learn new crafts, and it's another opportunity to come connect with the community. So this last month we actually had an organization specific. It's a Zoom call, so everyone can come on and you can see other people, and it's really fun. But we also had like Desert. I think all three of you guys have taught a creator club event as well. So there's a lot of ways to stay connected to the community afterwards. Once you meet them, and we have our Facebook group where there's so much fun going on all the time. And so we hope that, once you guys meet them, you get to stay connected and kind of be part of the community. Okay, Desi, go ahead.
Yeah, so I have two favorite parts. The first part is kind of what Stacy said, getting to know them, hearing about what is their creative journey. So why do they create? What's their favorite hobbies? What are they doing it for? I love to hear about their families and just their home life, and then kind of becoming friends with them over time. And then my second favorite part, and I'm sure the other ladies will resonate with me, is that excitement when they actually make the decision they're getting the DreamBox. Sometimes I even have people cry, and some people just tell me like they're so happy because they've waited so long to do this. And I just love hearing how excited they are. And like, I'm sure you guys know exactly what I'm talking about,
Mm-hmm.
how happy they are when they finally make that decision. And there's just nothing like it. And then actually a third thing would be when I hear from them a few weeks later that they have their dream box and they're setting it up and they're so excited that they made this decision. So yeah, it's just an amazing process and we absolutely love meeting with you guys.
Mm-hmm.
I love it. Okay, so last question here. Let's see. Okay, biggest piece of advice for other creators. And I kind of putting you guys on the spot. I didn't preempt you for this question. So this could be anything from, advice you give to people as they're looking to get the dream box, or even just, as a crafter in general, advice, kind of what you guys have gone through. You guys have gone on this whole journey. I feel like so many people can look to you and like, oh, I want this setup. I want to be able to have what you guys have. And you've learned so much throughout the process. So we'll just start whoever wants to answer first.
I could go first. My biggest piece of advice for other creators would be don't be afraid to create. Don't be afraid to share your work. I feel like I've always been a creative person, but I didn't really share my work with anyone until I was like in my early 20s. And something happens when you share your creativity with the world. Something, you inspire other people, you inspire yourself. And it's just unlocks all these possibilities. And I think that you should just never be afraid of that. And you should share it with as many people as you can, because there is a lack of creativity right now. I think people need to be creating more. So that's my biggest piece of advice, is just never be afraid to be who you are and create more every day.
Love it.
For me, it is that things are worth trying.
Yeah.
And no matter what we try, we're going to fail at it sometimes. But if you keep at it, you get better.
Yeah.
Some things you might not get as better as something else you're trying. But like, I started watercoloring 4 or 5 years ago, and I just told myself I wouldn't throw anything away, and then I can date it and I can look back in a year or look back in 2 years, and then I can see my progress. And instead of seeing it as a failure, I see it as a stepping stone. So
love that.
Beautiful.
Really great advice.
And I think I'm just going to say, I am not, and I know there's people out there that aren't, I am not just naturally creative. And I feel like, don't give up. It doesn't have to be perfect.
it's never perfect.
No. Let it serve the purpose of being your calming space. Share with your family, your friends, because I guarantee they're going to tell you that's amazing.
Yeah.
So yeah, just share with your friends and people around you, and try it. By all means, just try.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
For sure. And Kylie, I think you are super creative.
You are.
No, you definitely are. I watched your class for scrapbooking, and it was
yes,
inspiring.
And you're creative in, like, I mean, just the way that you set up your box. It's
that's organization. That's easy.
that is creating. That is creating.
It so is. Okay, well, this has been so fun. If you guys had a good time listening to them and you're interested in chatting with one of them, like we've said, it's really easy to book a time to chat with them, just like this, on a video call. They can show you up close. Each of their dream boxes are amazing, and they all have a lot of more advice and tips to help you guys get the right setup for you. Okay, so I wanted to just say before we wrap up, we do have this back to school sale starting Friday, and we're all really excited about it. It's a great opportunity to get discounts on some of the big parts of the DreamBox. So there's a deal on the DreamBox itself, on the pre-built service. There's a big discount on that, a discount on the crown light, the double light that Stacy said she loves so much. and then extra savings on accessories and all kinds of things. So there's a lot of great deals going on, and these ladies know exactly what the details are going to be. They have all the inside scoop, so they can help you make sure that you take advantage of all the savings and everything that you want to get. They can actually help you get your order set up ahead of time, so that you're ready to check out and not in the mad rush on the day of the sale. I think you just have to kind of go in and click a button, and so they can help you kind of check out with confidence and make sure that you're all set. They'll also help you get the free gift because you'll be in the first we have a free gift for the first 100. So do you guys have anything else you'd like to share? Let me take off this question. Anything else you guys would like to share about, how you can help them get ready for the sale, or any other things?
Don't wait. Book with us today. We're happy to meet with you. And if you're not comfortable meeting virtually, we could text you. We could do a phone call. We could email you. There are multiple options. So if you're not comfortable with Zoom or Google Meet, we're happy to give you a call if that's easier.
Mm-hmm. And no pressure too. These ladies, they're here to help. They will never pressure you. They know that sometimes this is a long decision process, and they'll never, so don't feel like they're gonna push you into anything. They're just here to help, and they're the most genuine people, honestly. So to chat with any of them, you'll be super lucky. Kylie or Stacy, do you guys have anything else you wanted to add?
I was going to say it helps to do something ahead of time, because then you don't feel as rushed as you do on the morning of the sale, because you can kind of plan what you want, but then you wait for prices to change, and things get frantic, and then people order things they didn't intend to order. And and it's really nice when you have it a little less stressful of a time, and you ask questions about, this is what I do, would this help, or would this over here help better? So
I think that's the case too with a lot of people. You need to understand, if you book a consultation, it doesn't matter which venue you choose. We can get that order ready for you, so that all you need to do on sale day is hit purchase.
Yep.
And that not only gives you a better chance at getting the free gift, but it also puts you in line to receive your DreamBox sooner.
Yes. We usually have really big, that's a good point. The sale days a lot of orders are coming through, and as most of you probably know, our DreamBoxes are made here in the USA in a factory. So, shipping times can vary a lot, but you'll definitely get the fastest shipping time when you get in the earliest on those sale days. Definitely a big spike on these days. So they can help you guys get all ready to go and get your order in.
And don't hesitate to reach out to us on social media. We love talking to you guys, helping you guys, and we're always there. If we don't respond immediately, we will. Or if you want to private message us because you have a question, don't wait. Just go ahead, and we don't mind, you guys. We love this job.
They're awesome. They're so awesome. So, okay, well, that's it. If you guys have more questions, let us know in the chat. And like Stace or Kylie said, they're going to be online. They're usually pretty busy the few days before the sale. A lot of people have a lot of questions. So definitely encourage you guys to reach out sooner rather than later. But they are really good about taking care of everybody that reaches out. So thank you all. Thank you guys. This was so fun.
One more thing. Sorry. If you guys go on to schedule a virtual consultation and it's not showing you that we have any time, reach out to us. Either call in and say, hey, you didn't have any time available. We will accommodate you.
Yes.
So just let us know.
We can always open up a time.
Yeah, and they can chat with you guys. I think, what's the best way for them to reach you? Is it on the website through the chat feature, or what would you guys recommend?
Whatever is easiest for them. They could do the chat feature. They can go to our community tab and select virtual consultation to book there. They can reach us in the Facebook group. They can call into customer service and ask for us directly. So multiple avenues for you guys to reach us.
Okay, perfect. All right, it's been fun to see the comments come through saying that they've met with some have had consultations with you guys already, and it's been a great experience. So it's fun to see. All right, thank you guys so much. Thanks everyone that tuned in. And
Thanks,
Kylie,
Thank you.
have a good day, guys.
Hi, everyone.